Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Yende. Take a look at this remarkable image. Children from the Solomon Islands, dark skin, yet naturally blonde hair. At first glance, it seems impossible. Most people assume blonde hair belongs only to Northern Europe, Scandinavia, Germany, the Netherlands. But here are people living near the equator with some of the darkest skin pigmentation on Earth and naturally blonde hair. How is that possible? That brings us to a fascinating question. Who decides your hair color before you're born? Why are some people blonde, some brunette, some red-haired, some black-haired? Can we predict hair color from DNA? Does hair color affect health, attractiveness, intelligence, personality, or longevity? And why has evolution created so many hair colors in the first place? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating genetic mysteries of the human body, the science of hair color. The color of your hair was decided before you took your first breath, before you were born, before your eyes opened, before you spoke your first word. Your DNA was already at work. Height, eye color, skin pigmentation, hair texture, hair thickness, and hair color. Hair color is not determined by a single gene. In fact, scientists have identified more than 120 genetic regions involved in human pigmentation. That makes hair color one of the most complex visible traits in human biology. The real star is melanin. Every hair strand contains pigments. These pigments are called melanin. There are two main forms. Hamshahas. Eumelanin produces black hair, dark brown hair, deep pigmentation. Pheomelanin produces red hair, golden hair, lighter pigmentation. Every human produces both. The difference lies in the ratio. Your genetic code determines how much of each pigment ends up in growing hair. Think of it like paint. Different combinations create different colors. Why are some people blonde? For decades, scientists assumed all blonde hair came from European ancestry. Then they studied the Solomon Islands, and they discovered something extraordinary. The blonde hair seen in many Melanesian children comes from a completely different genetic mutation than the blonde hair found in Europeans. Two populations, two different mutations, the same result. Blonde hair, this is called convergent evolution, nature solving the same problem in different ways, and it shows something important. Blonde hair evolved more than once. The famous red hair gen. Red hair is even more fascinating. Most red-haired individuals carry variations in a gene called MC1R. This gene affects how melanocytes produce pigment. Instead of making large amounts of dark eumelanin, the body produces more pheomelanin. The result? Red hair, fair skin, often freckles. Only about 1 to 2% of humans naturally have red hair. That makes it one of the rarest human traits. Can you predict a baby's hair color? Partially, but not perfectly. Many people remember school genetics. Brown eyes dominate blue eyes. Dark hair dominates blonde hair. Reality is much more complicated. Dozens of genes interact at the same time. Two dark-haired parents can occasionally have a blonde child. Two blonde parents may have darker-haired children. And many babies change hair color completely as they grow. Some blonde toddlers become brunette adults. Others stay blonde. Genes set probabilities, not guarantees. Why do babies often change hair color? This surprises many parents. A baby born blonde becomes brunette by age 10. Why? Because pigmentation changes over time. Hormones, gene activation, sunlight exposure, age. All of these affect pigment production. The genes stay the same, but how they're expressed changes. This is epigenetics in action. Does hair color matter for health? In some cases, yes, but not in the way most people think. Hair color does not determine intelligence, character, talent, success, or personality. However, some pigmentation genes influence biology beyond appearance. For example, red-haired individuals may have different pain sensitivity, different responses to anesthesia, different sensitivity to sunlight. Fair-haired individuals often have a higher risk of sun damage. Darker pigmentation generally offers greater UV protection. But these are biological differences, not judgments of value. Does hair color affect attractiveness? Now we enter evolutionary psychology. Humans are visual creatures. Hair color can shape how attractive someone seems, but attraction is highly cultural. In one society, blonde hair may be seen as attractive. In another, dark hair. In another, red hair. There is no universal winner. What matters more is health, symmetry, confidence, vitality, movement, social connection. The brain evaluates hundreds of signals at once. Hair color is only one small part of the picture. Why did humans evolve different hair colors? This remains one of the great mysteries. Scientists believe several forces were involved: sexual selection, migration, geographic isolation, random genetic drift. Founder effects. As human populations spread across the globe, unique mutations accumulated. Some became common. Others stayed rare. The result is extraordinary diversity. The future of hair genetics. Today, genetic testing can predict hair color with impressive accuracy. Forensic scientists can estimate likely appearance from DNA alone. Researchers can identify pigmentation genes before birth. Artificial intelligence is also becoming better at predicting physical traits from genetic data. But this raises important ethical questions. Just because we can predict traits, should we? The future of genetics will require wisdom as well as technology. What hair color really teaches us? Hair color teaches us something profound. Humans may look different, but genetically, we are astonishingly similar. The difference between blonde hair and black hair may come down to a tiny variation in DNA, just a few molecular changes, that's all. The diversity we see is real, but so is our shared biology. The lesson of the Solomon Islands. Perhaps the most powerful lesson comes back to the image we started with. Dark-skinned children, naturally blonde hair. Nature reminding us that biology is far more creative than our assumptions. The human genome is full of surprises, and every visible trait tells a story millions of years in the making. I'm Dr. Yende. This is OxyZen Health Intelligence. And before I leave you with a question, what color was your hair when you were born? And is it the same color today? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode.